this is pretty cool.
Look at that creepy.
No doubt, man. Check this out. Way back on top of a mountainside. I mean on top of a mountain. We've been coming up trails for this trail to that trail for a while. I didn't really pay that much attention. Kind of get an idea how old some of these are. At 26 of 33. Bethany Harold, December AT 65, gone but not forgotten. There's some old ones up here. This is amazing. Look at this, just way up on top of a mountainside. Wow, check that one out. Just kind of laying there. 1897. Right there. Wallace. There's a couple more broken ones here. How we doing, guys? How we doing? Like somebody's been up here decorating. I see some new flowers here. So it's nice to see that even, you know, way back here on top of this mountain, that somebody still takes care of this graveyard. You know, all the grass is cut and brush is all cleared and pretty. It's pretty. David Lee Markham, U.S. Army, Vietnam, 1948 to 2002. So far that's the newest one, in 2002. Some of these look really old, and it follows the ridge line out through here. Elizabeth and Joseph M. 1848. That's all I can tell. See some other letters, but moss and mildew and all that junk's grown in. Wow.
Markham, 1840 something to 1933. Elizabeth. (1856) died 1905.
Coming up on 1840 right there.
1897, 1905, Asben. Francis Vance, 1876, 1952. Thomas Vance. So that's an old stone that has a new stone on it. Both of these. Jenny Markham Messer, 1906, 1996. Mother.
It's cool how this is laid out, that you can drive down the center of it.
Oh yeah.
And look how long it is. It's way out through there.
Millard Vance, 1905, 1920. Someone's put new like plaques on the old stones. Yeah. The Vances anyways. Frank Markham, John Markham, 1907, 1984, 1957, 2005. A lot of Markhams. James Williamson. The moss really grows on these stones. Sarah. Henry Carroll, 1817, 1950. Lydia Carroll, 1879, 1936. Spalding, 1853. '46. Leanda Markham, 1907, 1958. Gone but not forgotten. At rest, Cerilda Clark, 1888, 1980. And John Clark, 1891, 1971. Addie Smart, Sharp, Addie Sharp, gone but not forgotten at rest. Virgie Brewer. (1905), 19. A lot of moss on these ones, huh?
Yeah. The tree canopy. You see that 1840s one?
James Spalding.
What's that? NJ 1548 looted. Oh, that's weird, isn't it?
It's like the S's are backwards, like someone with dyslexia of some sort spelled it. She was in the something of God.
Church, no doubt. 1929.
Sally Bell Collins, 1933. 1933, it says baby right here. Sally Bell's cute. Becky Louise Collins, 1931, 1931. Sisters, I'm sure. Baby.
Get Leland Spalding over here.
Jim Collins, 1893, 1950. Mark them. Sada Finley, it's a pretty name.
It is, isn't it?
1891, 1957. Something Markham starts with a James, maybe James.
What's the name on it? Willard Workman, 1907 to 1948, and Lou Verna Workman, 1915 to 1949. Three children right here. Three of them. Make it four.
Emil Wallace, 1935. Rufus Wallace, 1935. They were born, both these were born February 8th.
When?
One died February 18th, one died February 25th. Definitely twins. Grover Paul Wallace, 1946. My sweet little baby has passed away. God has taken them home to be sweet little angels. That's in talking about more than one. Patricia Ann Salmons, 1954. Edgenfeld, earth has no sorrow that heaven cannot heal. 1914 to 1918. 1980. Nancy Markham, 1898, 1937. Pretty. Charles Adam, 1920, 1987. And Velva Brewer. I think she's still alive.
So this is the last three here. 4, 3.
Ortha Collins Markham, 1932, 2003. Jesus needed a new
Sunbeam.
Markham. Judy Ann Lynn and Connie Sue. It's like two girls holding hands right there, you see? 1968, 1990, and 1964 to 1990. Both died February 20th. Okay, so they're sisters that died together.
Yeah, car wreck or something probably.
Sad. Terrible. Dewey Markham, 1928, 1992. Well, rest in peace, everybody. Beautiful place.
Yeah, it is. Way out there though, isn't it?
It's good. No one's gonna bother you much, I don't guess. Lula Spalding.
These. Some kind of fungal little dots.
Yeah.
I noticed some of them in little clumps. On the other one that had this mulch on it, it's just some sort of fungal something growing on it. Looks like little yellow raindrops.
Yeah. Lula Spalding, 1902, 1954. Yeah, they're trying to... Rosie Bug Brewer, 1916. Rosie Bug. Why'd they cut moon shapes in it?
Who's that?
Do you know?
No, I don't. You need to go?
No.
You sure?
Sure. Wallace, something Wallace, Borned. This is Borned, ED. 1830, 1905. Very right. Wow. This looks like, it really does look like a movie set.
I know.
I'm assuming that, there's a certain church that use this a lot for them to address it.
I mean, this Bible's like wild.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody sit down. Heather's gonna preach.
That's what I said a minute ago.
How big this thing is.
Yeah.
3 to 4 times bigger than me. That's a tree.
Emmett Markham, 1921, 1925. So there's 3 babies here. Darrell Markham, 1943, 1963, 66, and William Jennings Markham, 1924, 1976. In the middle is Jarvie Garner Markham, 1930 something to 2005. James Grace Markham, 1912, 1995 is James. Grace is 1915 to 1994. Married October 19th, 1934. It was almost close to the date we are now.
Wow, look at that.
You think the snakes are asleep?
Yeah, they're cold. If there is one out, he can't move. He'll be lethargic, but there's a stone right there. There's another one.
Dick Copley. Brian Scott. Ryan O'Dale. January 13th, 1982.
You notice all of these at some of the different cemeteries. I've seen several of them, homemade like that with little letters pressed in.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a whole bunch of them. There's one, there's 2 right there, look identical.
Look at that frog.
He's a big one, ain't he?
Scared me. You think he's cold, huh?
He's a big one.
Oh,
I won't go hurt him. Look at the size of that fat boy. Frog legs, anybody? Look here, he can barely move, he's so fat.
probably cold. Poor guy. Richard Lee Ferguson, 1918, 1982. And then this is his headstone. George T. Ferguson. Gone but not forgotten. Polly Ann Ferguson, 1936, 1941.
Sunken spot here.
Especially if you put like a wood cross or just something
Yeah, they deteriorate.
disposable.
And look at that, just a rock right there, and you can see the sunken spot where the grave is.
Mm-hmm.
Two right here.
R.L. Ferguson, 1870, 1943. Nancy Ferguson, born May. Yeah, I don't know.
Look at this.
We don't got flashlight on us, do we?
It's all by its little lonesome out here.
But I like to look at these ones and then see if they're on Find a Grave, and if they're not, put them on there. Which I didn't always do that. I don't know, the last 6 months, 4 months been doing that.
The grass is wet, ain't it?
It is wet. I don't know how the cemetery was started.
Yeah, it's
What
way
the people
way back on a mountaintop.
were doing here. Like, how were they living? What were their lives like before it was a state park? And, you know, the guy back there born in 1870, where did he live and how did he make do back here?
Yeah. How'd he wind up in this spot?
Now my feet are wet. Well, that was neat. Rest in peace, everybody. On to the next one.